okay, the Bible doesn't say no, my conscience is not stopping me, so I can do whatever I want after that, right? No, sorry, there's a third question. The third question you should contemplate whether you should or should not do something in our current culture. The third question is, why do I want to do this? Sounds kind of like a simple question, but it's actually the opposite. This is the why of everything you do. Why am I choosing to do this? Why do I want a tattoo? Well, who's that for? What is that about? Am I trying to portray something? Am I trying to do something? Why do I want to smoke marijuana? Why do I want to drink? What is that for? Why do I want to work out 3 hours a day? I mean, the first hour might be for health, but the next two, that's something else. You're trying to look like something. Now, there's a reason. Why do I want to be famous? Why do I want to be rich? What's the real meaning to that? Why do I want to shop beyond my means, men? Why do I want to do that? I threw it at the men, I know. There's a certain amount of clothes we need, and then there's the next level. What's that for? Why? Someone really liked that one. Why do I want to divorce my spouse? Why do I want to go on a diet? I could go on for a very long time, and every 5 years I'll have a new set for you. You have to put into that blank, okay, what's the why behind this? It all goes back to the same thing in all of 1 Corinthians. It all goes back to the sin that really is in the depth of these chapters. The one that's really the actual issue in most of these subjects. Any guesses? Because I say it every week. Pride, nice. Thanks for listening. Really like that. Pride leads to all the other sins. So you're coveting something someone else has, and so as you're coveting something, you're permissible to do something, but the truth is, in that permissibleness, you could go do something, it's actually moving into a pride issue that you're coveting, and you actually are sinning. It's just not the sin you think it is. Anger and wrath, you begin to medicate when you get home. You've had a tough day, you're angry, you hate your boss, you hate your job, and so are you permissible to medicate in certain ways? Yeah, you might be, but what's the why behind it? Are you going into the sin of anger and wrath and other things? You could do it with everything in your life. You have overeating issues, you lust, laziness, greed. You just go down this list of, okay, if I'm being honest, that issue is far deeper and it actually is hitting a sin. It's just lower in where I thought it was. I call it the creeper sins from Minecraft. I don't know if you've ever played Minecraft. I've used this example before, but I just love it because the bad guy in Minecraft is the dumbest bad guy you'll ever meet in any game. He's this guy. You can barely even see him, but if you're playing the game, you're building in Minecraft. It's a really lame game. You're taking boxes and just building stuff with it. You guys like Minecraft? I like it. But the bad guy is this dude, and he's on the other side of the map, and you're like, I don't even know if I should be worried about that. And then you go back to building, and you look over, hasn't really even moved. You're back to building, you look over, you're like, well, he's closer, but he's still really far away. You go back to building, and then all of a sudden, you just forget about that guy because he's so slow. And then he's right here, and you're like, ah! And he blows up, and you die. And it's killed me a lot. I've actually played this game, and I'm like, how does the worst bad guy in the history of games get me? Because he's a creeper. And this is what these sins are. All of them are creeper sins where it's the dam, and there's a crack, and you're like, well, it's not that big a deal. And then there's another crack, and you're like, well, that's not that big a deal. And then more cracks, and then the dam breaks. But you like to say, well, the dam broke because of whatever, when the reality is it was all the cracks that just got a little bit bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden the whole thing breaks.